I'm faking waking up. Let's get some breakfast. Okay, so this is how my breakfast is delivered every day. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh. By the way, here is something I'm learning in Asia. Warm breakfast. That is one of the best things ever. I will hopefully keep that up when I'm back, because this is so good to have something warm in your tummy every morning. It's really cool. Here's a little weather report. Yeah, it's cloudy. Like almost every day it's cloudy because we have monsoon season right now. So it's a little bit cloudy, it's a little bit rainy, but I think overcast is really good for videos and photos. So that should be awesome for the rest of my trip. Bangkok has a specific smell. Every time I come here, I smell this. Maybe it's the flowers, maybe it's the plants. It's a little bit sweet. If you're from Thailand, if you're from Bangkok, maybe you know what that is. So this is my breakfast. Look at that. It's seafood. It's, I think, octopus or something like that. Squid with some rice, warm rice. And then this little pack that you see there, that is a liquid that is a little bit sharp, like a little bit spicy, a little bit salty, and has some peppers in it. If you come here and you get this stuff, put in the pack into the food, because then it tastes a lot better than it otherwise would. All right, I'm gonna eat now. The Thai food is one of the best reasons to come here, because it's so good. It's not very spicy. The Thais eat very spicy. Like, if you're not used to it, you're gonna cry. This is also what Thai people do, because the food here is so cheap. We should do that in the West too, where you can order food for really cheap so you can eat out every day, basically. I think this is also why a lot of Thai people are very slim and healthy, because they can eat right every day. You don't have to put some chunk together, because often when I'm at home in Europe, I eat spaghetti, I eat pizza, I eat a burger, I eat French fries, stuff like that, because you get it easy, you get it cheap, and you can eat it. And doing stuff like that would either be too expensive to eat out or too complicated to do at home, so you do it only once in a while to treat yourself. But here, you can do this 3 times a day and still not lose any money, because it's really cheaper to buy this than to make it yourself. That is amazing. That is like something we should have too in the West. You know what I mean? Oh, this stuff is so good. It's like a symphony in your mouth. Hey my friends, let's answer some questions. So, of course, the first question about yesterday. What did become of my travel problems? Are they solved? Can I go on? Well, it's a little bit on the edge. So I talked to a lot of different sources. I talked to the flight organization, to my hotel, to the hospital, to the tourist authorities of Thailand. I think the verdict is that when I come directly from my ASQ hotel where I spent 10 days in quarantine, I should be clean. There is no chance that I can have COVID. So I should be fine to travel. I'm really, really impressed by how good Thailand is controlling everything, how safe they make everything. It makes it more troublesome for me. It gives me some worries, of course. I thought I'm stuck here, but at the same time, I'm grateful for all that level of safety they put on to keep their people safe, to keep me safe. That is really important for me, both sides. Now here's the second question you asked me, and that is, with all that fear of maybe getting stuck, why are you traveling? A lot of you said, well, this is why I'm not traveling right now. This is why I'm staying at home. And I've asked it myself, even when I was here in quarantine. I was like, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should have waited. But that is exactly the thing. Waiting is a problem in life in general, because the question you're asking me, why am I doing this? That's actually a fundamental question. It is a existential question. There's basically two choices, what I found for myself in life. Either you make your choices or others make the choices for you. And it's not easy to make your choices. I know that from personal experience. You have to deal with a lot of problems. You have to deal with a lot of doubt, but it's your life. You have to do what you feel is right for you. And especially if you're an artist, especially if you're a creative person, you have to take things into your own hand and go beyond these limits that other people would not touch to get where you want to be, to become the person you desire to be. I didn't know here if I can produce these videos, if everything is going to be fine or not, if I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. I could lose my channel, I could lose my community, but I have to take that risk. If I want to get further in life, if I want to progress in life, if I want to be where I feel I need to be, I have to take some risks some of the time, but the result of that is freedom and happiness. Here's another thing that's important. Risk is often an emotional thing rather than a fact, because when things are new, when you don't have experience with them, they feel very scary and you are afraid and you think you might get into major problems. But then it turns out when you meet that actual situation that life is a lot more relaxed. The interesting thing is most people are very helpful and very nice. They see you doing something that they would want to do themselves, so they want to support you. They are on your side. These little gestures that we can do to help others, to point them in the right direction, to explain them a question that they have, stuff like that, it makes you feel good. It's very, very satisfying. So the risk often is a lot lower in reality than in your imagination. Here's another thing I want to talk about that's really important for this journey also. And this is something that I asked myself before I went. I was thinking, I can sit on this computer for the rest of my life and create videos and probably be okay. And this is what a lot of people tell me. Why are you not just okay with what you have? Be happy with what you have. This is not a good mindset. Find and define yourself every single day. Again, where do I want to go? What do I want to be? What kind of steps do I need to do to get there? Even with all the problems, even with all the risks, this still seemed to be the right choice because I was sitting in my room for 3 years creating these videos. So it was about time that I say, okay, let's just risk it all and do this next step, because I made enough excuses. For me, it was applying for the visa, because then I know, okay, this is an active step that I've taken, and now, I can just not use the visa, but now I'm in it physically, right? I have taken a real step, not just thought about it, not just dreamt about it. I've taken a real step towards it, and then the other steps will just flow towards you, and that is really nice. Here's another point I want to make. I have a little card here with my points. Do you feel convenient where you are right now? Because that is a really important thing to think about. If you are not where you want to be and you feel convenient right now where you are, that means you're not pushing yourself to reach over that border of convenience to go to the next step. You're not Marco Polo. You don't have to go on a sailing ship through a storm, risk your life, and die on the way there. Today, everything is really convenient. You just have to do it. See if you can push yourself a little bit harder towards the steps you want to take, whatever that might be, right? Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.